Hello everyone, I'm going to show you some beginner tips that will help you improve at VALORANT. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. Let's see if we can get 10 likes. Here's the question of the video. What is your favorite agent in VALORANT? Let me know in the comment section down below. Let's get into some tips and tricks. So the first tip is going to be have your crosshair on the head. So you should never have your crosshair on the ground. Like if you're walking around like this, that's not good because you're going to have to adjust all the way up here if you want to get a headshot. Instead you should have your crosshair up here so you have a headshot at all times. So let me give an example. So if you're peeking this right here, I know this is not going to be a normal peek, but if you're peeking this right here and you have your crosshair down here, you're going to have to go up like that to get a headshot. But if you already have a headshot level, boom, it's just much easier, and also it's a one-tap head and a lot of shots in the body to kill someone. So it's just much more efficient, and you should always have your crosshair on the head. If you're wondering where the head is, so there's going to be these boxes around here. Like I'll give this one as an example. If you have your crosshair on the top of this box, from this bottom to the top, right here. If you have your crosshair right here, that should be the head. See if I go here, head. So if you're wondering what the level is, then you should always have your crosshair at this height. Alright, so let's get into the next tip. Alright everyone, so the next tip is going to be to practice in the practice range before you play your first game. Because if you play a game and you're doing not good, you're going to be frustrated. So if you just sit here in this practice mode, just keep shooting them for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and then you can get your aim up before you start a game, especially if it's a comp game. So basically what you want to do is you want to practice your headshots before you play a game. So if you practice your headshots before you play a game, you can also go here to practice shooting. Then you'll be more likely to hit more shots in game. Because if you just go straight into the game after not playing for a while, you might miss a shot, go like that, miss some shots, and then hit them. But if you practice for 10 or so minutes, then you should be good before you go into your first game.
30 seconds left.
Free.
One enemy remaining.
Told you.
Alright guys, so here's a trick that you should know. It's called bunny hopping. So bunny hopping is commonly used to get out of sage slow orbs. So I'm just going to show you what it is first. Basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be running one way, jumping, and then looking the other way and jumping. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to be looking forward, and then you're going to jump and press D and then look right. And then jump, press D, look left. And eventually you'll get better at it. So you should be pressing A and looking that way, and D and looking that way. So eventually you'll get better at it after practicing this. This is just a little trick I wanted to show you. Alright guys, so the next tip is going to be combining abilities and your ultimate, or abilities and your gun. So what I'm going to be showing you, I'm going to show you an example with Sova. So this is going to be Sova on B side. So if you're playing Sova on B side, you know, normally you would arrow here or arrow down there.
Revealing area.
You could do either one of those, and those are good arrows and all. But say you have your ultimate and your drone. So what I like to do with Sova here is throw your drone to check everything here, check all over there. And if anybody's peeking here or up here, you tag them. So say you tag them and it's like right there, they're right behind there, and they're running away. Next thing you could do is you could ult them. And if you tag them, they won't be able to run away because they'll be flashing their location every time they try to run. So if they're running one way, you shoot in front of them, but they could juke you. That's the problem. Another thing that you could do is using your drone again. Put your drone up here. Look for people, and if someone's hiding right here in that corner, before they have time to run, you could just wall them in with an operator or with a vandal through there. And I've seen people do that, and it's really good. And that's basically an example of how you can combine your abilities and your ultimate. So, yeah. let's get into some more tips. Alright guys, so here's going to be another tip. So if you're playing on Haven with any person with any gun, if you're playing on Haven right here, see long, and you want to peek this box to see if people are over here. You don't want to shift and peek because that reveals you slowly, and people that are over there have an advantage because if you're peeking by this wall, they can see you before you can see them. So what you want to do is you want to fast peek like this just to check. And if you see someone, you could just that. As I mentioned before, you can practice your aim so you don't miss shots like these, but you don't want to slowly peek because that's how you die. You want to quickly peek like that, or if you're Sova again, you could arrow,
Revealing
check,
area.
and if you see him about to peek, you go like that. So you do not, to go over this again, you do not want to peek holding shift. You want to quickly peek out so they cannot see you and shoot you before you can see them. And basically there's just some examples on peeking and how to peek. Alright, let's get into the next tip. Alright guys, so my next tip is going to be baiting in general. Just baiting a teammate, baiting plant, baiting an ultimate orb, baiting anything. Baiting can be good or it can be bad. If they know you're baiting, like if you go real quick, they might know you're baiting. Or if you go like halfway in the ultimate orb, they might try to peek you and you could get a free killer. Or here. Or if you really just need the ultimate orb, you could just have someone smoke off this, grab it right here. Next thing is going to be baiting a plant. So say you know someone's heaven, or you know someone's link, and you know they're going to peek you. So if you go right here, you bait the plant, and you peek them, you get an easy pick as well. Or you bait the plant here, get an easy pick here. So that's just basics on baiting. And if you want to bait a teammate, say your teammate's down right here, and you tell them you're going to bait them to get the round win, and say you're Sage, you can revive them right here, and then they're usually just going to peek out and try to get the kill. So you could peek at a different angle, like A and D peek right here, wait for them to come out and kill them. That's a nice way to get another pick. Alright guys, so here's going to be my last tip. Say you're approaching B site and they've already planted a bomb and it's a 1v3 situation. And I'm just going to use a ghost as an example here.
30 seconds
But
left.
say you see someone boathouse and they're peeking, and you kill them. I have 12 bullets now, right? 3 shots, 1's ahead, you kill them. And you know somebody's right here, you peek them, kill them. And you know the last guy's behind in boathouse, right? You know he's about to peek at any second here. If you have enough bullets to kill him, you should not reload. Because in this situation, if you reload, he could
10 seconds left
at any moment. So if you know he's back here, you should probably push him or wait for him to peek and not reload. You don't always have to reload because that could cost you the round. Alright guys, so that's going to be all my tips and tricks that I have for beginners. So if you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like. So my last question for you guys is, would you like a guide on Sage? If you want a guide on Sage, please comment down below because I'm considering doing that. But I want to see how much people actually want it, because Sage is my main. I know I'm playing Omen right now. I just rarely pick someone, but if you want a guide on Sage, just drop it down in the comments below, and hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see ya.